We're gonna start with our legs nice and long, sitting up tall, okay? You can take the sits bones and just move them so you can sit up nice and tall here. We're just gonna reach both arms, circle them up overhead, and then back down by your sides. So every time you reach up, you're thinking growing longer through the spine. Just 2 more like this. And lower. It's work here just to sit upright, right? And lift. We hold up. You start to twist through the ribs, circle the arms down, and then reach up as you circle back center. You twist other direction, down, and then bring the arms back up as you twist center. So we're just finding nice rotation through the spine now, finding our alignment. We twist and center. We're gonna do 4 more of these. Trying to relax through the front of the hips. Give me 2 more. Lots of upper back spine support. Last one. Holding the arms overhead, you're gonna clasp the hands behind the head for me. Just find a nice extension through the upper spine and then back to center. You can always do this cross-legged. If the extended legs don't feel good for you, give me 2. Lift up and out of both sides of the waist. It's gonna be pretty small. Last one. Amazing. From there, taking the hands behind you, you're gonna hinge back, flat back for me, and we're gonna just dip and press. So tricep, dip, and press. Amazing. Not flexing or pointing through the feet here, just find something comfortable for you. Lighting up the core, lighting up the backs of the arms. Spine is in neutral, so ribs are in and you're not tucking through the lower back. Give me 3 and 2. Last one, we hold it back. You're gonna anchor into the back of the bum. One arm reaches forward and then back and switch. Okay, so you really have to anchor through the opposite side, leg and bum, to balance out the core here as you do that oppositional reach. On this next one, as you reach, maybe that opposite leg hovers slightly, okay? So you have to extend through the leg, finding length, pulling the quad up the leg. We're gonna hold one side. You're gonna slide the arm and leg out and in and out and in. You'll feel top of the thigh, outer thigh, inner thigh core. Last one. And then you'll reach it forward, rolling over both legs, taking a moment from that spine support. And then circle it up and around, bringing the hands back behind you. We're gonna start again. So you press up and dip lower. Okay, you got a slight tuck to the chin here. You lift and lower, definitely starting to feel those triceps, entire front of the body. Core pulls up and in. Last one, we hold. You're gonna start to reach, opposite arms to start. You reach and reach. Amazing. Really anchoring into that opposite leg. So as my right arm reaches, left back of leg and bum, anchor down into the mat. You're gonna find your core is more stable that way. Last one, actually, we've got the leg lift. So let's start to add the leg hover. We almost skipped it, guys. You almost got out of it. Okay, I'm with you. Lift up and in through the core as the leg hovers. It's a tiny little hover off the mat, engaging through the front of the thigh. Last one, holding the opposite side. You slide out and in. Slide out. You could even keep the leg on the mat and slide out and in. Pull in with the core and inner thigh. Last one. Woo! and circle it forward and down. Amazing. Big deep breath here. And then we roll all the way up. We're gonna bend through the legs, okay? Still laying on the feet here. Arms reach forward. You're gonna start to tuck through the tail, rolling bone by bone all the way back. Arms reach up overhead. And then you're gonna nod through the chin, rolling up to seated. You can always take your half roll down. If the full doesn't feel good for you today, we're gonna reverse the arms. Arms go out by your sides, rolling down, finding neutral at the bottom. Tuck through the chin, arms go straight up overhead and lift. Just 2 more like that. We roll back. Arms go over and circle side, scoop up and in. Last one, arms go by your sides. Out and around, up, overhead. And then you tuck through the chin, rolling up bone by bone. Okay, we're gonna roll it down to the mat, walking the feet in closer now. Arms come up overhead as long as you can keep the ribs in. Maybe they have to hover a little bit off the floor to prevent that flare. You're gonna walk one leg up and then the other, bringing the legs together. You're gonna find a clamshell, knees come apart, and then together. Okay, opening up through the hips and together. Challenging the core stability, so you got a little dip in the lower back and the ribs are in. Again, maybe the arms are here hovering. Maybe they're down by your sides. On this next one, as the legs come together, arms press down by your sides and then back overhead, okay? We inhale, lift over, exhale, belly button pulls up and in, legs together, arms down by sides. On this next one, you lift arms up and over, and then as you pull together, you ab curl, and then circle the arms down by your sides as you open back up, okay? Ab curl. You can always take the hands behind the head if the neck is feeling sensitive at all. Curl up and in, keeping that lower back neutral, little dip there. And open. Give me 4 more. Circle it open. And 3. 2 more. And 1. We hold. Tiny pulses down of the arms. Legs are in together. You can inhale and then exhale. Kind of like the 100, but we're not going to count here. Just find a breath pattern that works for you. Feeling the backs of the arms. Give me 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Hug the knees in just for a moment. You can roll across the lower back, releasing through the hips. Inhale. If you've got an injury like me, you know how good it feels to get back to movement. So I hope if you found this class with an ankle or foot injury, or if you haven't, just be grateful for the opportunity to move today. That's where the mindset is. We're gonna bring the knees back over the hips. Arms are gonna come to your A-frame now. A little dip in the low back. You're gonna pour your weight into one hip, knees go over in that direction, and then back center. We go other side. And center. Knees go over one way, pouring weight into one hip. Obliques carry you back to center. Classic hip sway here. And then we're gonna go over to the side we started on. That arm, opposite arm is going to reach over the head, extend through the legs, and then pull in, okay? So you're holding this slight balance on one hip, twisted here, and that's gonna help us in a little bit. One thing I didn't mention in the beginning of class is this is a great class to prep to learn how to do teaser, side teaser. So we're gonna work up towards that. Give me 1 more. And back in, arm comes back to A-frame, pulling the legs up and in. We've got the other side, but first we'll find our center, going over one way, and then the other. Pulling core up and in to come back to center. Inhale over, exhale, lift. Give me 2. The last one, we hold. That arm comes up overhead, legs extend, and then you pull it in, arm comes down by the sides. So as you pull the legs in, there's no change in the spine. You're holding in this slight twist. Upper back is still on the mat, but one hip is slightly lifted off. Extend through the legs and pull in. Feel the core get longer there. Find that balance. Give me 2. And 1. And coming back to center, we can hug the knees in again, rocking side to side. Amazing. We are going to come up, rolling on up, or however is comfortable for you today. And we're gonna come onto our side.